Hey guys, I just kind of want to make a video on how to scrape any LinkedIn profile given the business information. So let's just say, for example, you search for sushi restaurants in Reno, and we're just going to start an extraction right here, and we just need literally a few. It doesn't really matter that much. Then we can just open up the CSV file. We don't need this open anymore, and let's just go ahead and organize this information a little bit. So let's just say, for example, we want to find the LinkedIn profile of Cowboy Izakaya. Well, we have a few attributes that can help us search for it, but the main one is pretty much just the business name and the location. So we can say Cowboy Izakaya Reno, and let's just go ahead and add a keyword, or not a keyword, let's add another term to this query. Let's search owner. And it looks like we got lucky, so the first result is the LinkedIn profile, and this generally isn't the case. So let's go ahead and search like a well-known donut shop here in Reno called Doughboys Donuts, and we just add owner to the end of it. And as you can see, we don't get a LinkedIn profile, but we do get some kind of article or blog post which contains the owner. Now, if you know, a Google search has 100 results in it, and that is irrespective of anything. So if you use an API like SERP, or really any API for that matter, they will charge you per search. And they charge you per search irrespective to how many results you choose to show. So I can make a search for 10 results, 50 results, 100 results, it doesn't matter. It's going to charge me the same amount. So really, what we should be doing is making the most out of each search and utilizing all 100 results in each search. And essentially what we can do with this is have a much higher probability of finding a LinkedIn profile given this search. Now, of course, we could use like owner or manager or XYZW, but I find that owner just works in general. So we take the business name, the location, and then we just put owner right after it. And this is something that I've completely automated in a Python script. But the idea is, if there is a LinkedIn profile, then how do we know it's the right one? Because of course there could be many LinkedIn profiles. So the first assumption we make is that the first Google search result contains the owner's name. So somewhere within this string exists the name of the owner. And I find that in 90% of cases, like 95% of cases, this is accurate and there is no issue. So let's just go ahead and look through a few pages here until we find a LinkedIn profile. And I still don't see one. Oh, there we are on the 4th page. Looks like we found Jay Kenny, realtor of Dixon Realty. And it also looks like he's the owner of Doughboys Donuts. So what do we do here? Well, for any LinkedIn SERP, the name is always here, given that it's a /in, right? Because we have linkedin.com/in, we have like /page, we have /whatever, premium. But for all ins, we know that this text behind the first hyphen is the name of the owner. So in the case that there is multiple LinkedIn profiles, which it looks like there is, we have Sergey Maguire. We know that Sergey Maguire can't possibly be the owner because his name isn't included in the first search result. So we know it's Jay Kenny. Now, how does this look programmatically? Essentially, we do a Google search, which looks like business name, location, and literally owner as text. This will give us a list of results. Then we go through results as a result. Actually, before that, it doesn't matter. We go through all the results. We say, if result is LinkedIn profile, then add result to, actually, you know what? We don't even have to do this. It's really much simpler than this. If result is LinkedIn profile and result text before hyphen is in first Google result, then that's the profile. Actually, it's so simple that I don't even have to explain it. Like, that's it. We just go through all the ins and we choose the in where the name exists in the first search result. And let's go ahead and just test it out. So if I go ahead and just make this Google search right here, and we're going to do it just as we did. We're going to say Doughboys Donuts Reno owner. and we're just going to go through all the items and basically print them out. Okay, it looks like the API key wasn't set, so I have to put it right here. But as you can see, we have all the search results here. And as you can see, in the very first result, it just shows J Kenny in here. And we're just going to have ChatGPT complete this for us. So this code currently just gives us the search results. And now we're going to make it say, given the following Python code, make it select the first linkedin.com/in SERP, which contains the person who exists in the first SERP's description. LinkedIn SERP titles are formatted such that the person's name exists before the first hyphen. So, for example, J. Kenny, manager, etc. And then we're just going to give it this code. And let's see if this works. And it's not working. And obviously it's not working because it looks like it's splitting the first title when it really should be splitting all of the linkedin.com/ins. So I'm going to go ahead and correct it. You're mistaken. The first SERP may not be a LinkedIn. All we know is that the first SERP, actually I just realized this probably isn't called a SERP, is it? That is not what I meant. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to say SERP. I meant a single result. So maybe it's just an SER. Actually, we'll just say result. You're mistaken. The first result meant, you know what, actually let's just correct this last one here. So we should replace SERP with result. All right, let's see if this is enough. And this still looks like it's wrong. This is supposed to be the first result. It's supposed to be compared with the first result, so you're supposed to compare all linkedin.com/in results with the very first result on the page until you find the person name in the description of the first result. And it looks like this is going to work. So just go ahead and run it. And we should get, looks like no LinkedIn profile found. Let's go ahead and debug this. No, actually this is not going to work. It's assuming the first one is a LinkedIn profile, which is wrong. Don't assume the first result is a LinkedIn profile. The first result contains the owner's name string, but doesn't. The first result's description contains the owner's name string. Iterate through each linkedin.com/in, parse the owner name out of it, and return the one which has the name which is contained in the first result description. I don't know why I have to explain it this many fucking times. It's just so annoying. Okay, this is it. So now we have it. And this is going to give us the proper result. Okay, sorry. Here we go. This should be lower. And just like that, it's returning the right one. Let's go ahead and have ChatGPT simplify this code. All right, now it's nice and elegant. Let's go ahead and see if it still works. Yeah, so I mean, this is really it, guys. It's this big. This is the entire program. And these are very cheap. And you know, you could be asking, why not use Apollo? The issue with Apollo is that it doesn't actually find all of these prospects. So, because there are some very, very niche kind of small businesses that Apollo can't even find the prospects for, or the owners for. So if you really, really want to start sourcing your information from the maps instead of Apollo, this is a much better method, and it makes the most out of a Google search result. So yeah, this is it right here, guys. So if you need a GitHub link or whatever, put it in the description.